In today's video, I will be sharing with you guys the worst 3 investments that I have made since I began investing. Um, and so nobody really likes to talk about the investments where they were wrong, where they lost money, but these are the investments where you can learn the most. Losing money is one of the best learning experiences that you can have in the stock market. So I will be going over the worst 3 investments that I have made. And I will be figuring out why I lost money on these, and they all have the same reason that I lost money on them, and I'll be sharing that with you guys so that hopefully you do not make the same mistakes as I made and you can be as successful as possible in your investing. Coming in at number 3 is Union Pacific Railroad. The symbol is UNP. Right when I was starting investing around in 2014, I talked to somebody who I know who has done well in the stock market, and he recommended a couple stocks, and I didn't really do the necessary research that I needed to before buying the stocks, and I went out and bought maybe 5 or so of them, and 2 of them did quite poorly, and the other ones did so-so. But anyway, this Union Pacific is number 3, and then my number 2 is also from stocks that I bought right when I was new investing and just bought into some companies that were recommended to me by a friend. So, like I said, Union Pacific I bought around near the top, probably in the mid 100s, and as you can see, it went down significantly. And so I did average down as it was going down. I bought more shares. And so with dividends, I'm up on my investment now, but it was definitely not a great investment because, like I said, I'm just up on the investment and the market has been doing quite well since 2014, so I definitely missed out on some significant gains in that time. But as you can see, it has rebounded 50% from lows, so that's good. I think most of my buys were in the 80s, maybe down here. And so now that it's rebounded and is up in the mid 100s again, that's right where my first investments were, plus what I averaged down on, plus the dividend. I'm up overall on that one. So, like I said, the reason for me not making a good choice on the stock was that I didn't do the necessary due diligence. I just got the recommendation, thought, okay, I'll go buy this stock. And I didn't look at the fact that it had just been run up significantly right before I bought, and I didn't really look into their earnings reports or anything that I do now before investing in a company. Coming in at number 2, we have ConocoPhillips. The symbol is COP. So coming in at number 2, we have ConocoPhillips. And I think I originally bought around $70 in mid 2014, and so like I said, down 53% all the way to the lows. But I did average down on the investment. My last purchase of the stock was, I think, about there at about $39 per share, so that is up a bit. It really has not been a great performing stock for me. I actually relatively recently, probably around here, sold out of some of my position. I'm still holding a decent amount, but it was just kind of too big of a position, and I'm kind of shaky on the company. But like I said, this was another one that was just recommended to me by a friend, and I thought, okay, I'll just go buy this company. I did not do the necessary research that is needed before purchasing a company, and I lost money because of it. And so I'm still down on this one, actually. I'm hoping oil will rebound, and that will definitely help because ConocoPhillips is just an independent oil producer, so they are very tied to the price of oil. But like I said, the reason for this one, similar to the last one, was that I didn't do the necessary research before purchasing the company, and this led to significant losses. But since I did average down a bit as the stock fell, that did help to make sure that I didn't lose quite as much, but in the end, I'm still down on this one. Coming in at the number 1 worst investment that I have ever made, so far we have Gilead Sciences. The symbol is GILD. Sciences. So I bought this stock, I think it was about at $100 per share in 2015, and so it was up about 17%, and then after that it tanked down 45%. So I don't actually remember where I got this stock from, not sure where I found it, but the same thing as the other 2 where I did not do enough research into the company before I bought it. So I did not see that their hepatitis C franchise was shrinking and that was a main part of their business, and that this shrinking hepatitis C franchise would lead to significant declines in their revenues and in their profits, and that would cause their share price to go down. So like I said, I did not do the necessary research involved, and it's a mistake that a lot of new investors make, and it was something that I learned from, that I really need to drill down into the company and look at all of the problems that they could face and see what those could do to share price. So this was another pretty big mistake that I made as a new investor. So as it's been falling, I bought like once maybe in the 80s, I think, but then recently down here I bought quite a bit in the mid 60s, and I think it's a great stock to buy right now. I know I recommended it in my 5 stocks to buy in July video, as well as I made an individual analysis video on this company, and so I think right now it is bottomed, and it's trading at a super cheap valuation, especially compared to the market and stuff. So I think it's a good company to buy right now. However, I definitely made a serious mistake on my first investment into the company and lost quite a bit on that, and I'm still down quite a bit. So I'm hoping that with my averaging down here, dividend reinvesting, that I'll get a nice bounce off of lows here, and I'll be able to make up a lot of my losses on this company. So those were the 3 worst investments that I have made. I figured I'd share those with you because they were all 3 good learning experiences for me, and they all had the same reason that I lost money. It was that I did not do enough research into the company. So it just goes to show that no matter who's recommending this, the stock to you, no matter what, you need to really research the company, look through their earnings reports, look through their annual reports, all of that, and make sure you know the company very well before you invest in them, and that could very likely have helped to stop me from making some of the mistakes that I did on these companies. So I figured I'd, like I said, share them with you so that hopefully you can learn from the mistakes that I have made so that you don't make the same mistakes as me. So thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.